a message. Uh, message. Just I wanted to, since it's the beginning of the year, to provide a summary of all the accomplishments. Not all, some, because this is not all inclusive by any means, but some of the accomplishments that our city, has done in 2023 and give an idea of what's moving forward in 2024. So if you'll allow me, and I will try to be brief, but as I started preparing this, there was more and more that I thought, this is important to record this for the record. So happy 2024 to our Miami Springs community. As we start another year, we have so much to be proud of in our beautiful city. And I wanted to share some of all that we have accomplished together as a community in 2023 and some of the plans for 2024. In addition to increasing public safety and investing in expanding our programming and services to meet the needs of our residents and businesses, here's some highlights. We maintained our millage rate steady with no increase despite this year's challenges of unprecedented inflation, rising insurance, labor, and other costs. And this is no small feat. Many other municipalities in South Florida and throughout the state saw the need that they had to significantly increase their millage rate. We secured significant appropriation dollars from the state for our senior center meals and our war memorial in 2023. We created a committee to plan for the city's 2026 centennial celebration. We invested in the necessary and difficult 30-year intervals of resodding of the golf course to ensure our top-notch golf course status remains. We completed the South Royal Poinciana Improvement Project. We completed the bid and selected the contractor for the East Drive Oakwood Avenue project, Oakwood Avenue stormwater improvement projects. We received the Business and Economic Development Task Force report and held a town hall meeting to discuss recommendations, and will do a follow-up meeting in the near future. We held several public workshops, including one to update our city's strategic plan, which we also will be holding another meeting in the future. We continued to improve communications with our community via weekly newsletters, an emergency alert system, and extensive social media. We increased awareness of what took place at city council meetings by posting a summary of the actions taken after each meeting. We initiated collaborations with Miami Springs hotel owners and managers to foster a joint vision for a successful future for our city and their businesses. We secured a grant for a parking study for our central business district, and we'll be holding a workshop in February to discuss the study. We instructed our Parks Advisory Board to work on updating our city's tree ordinance so that we can better protect and promote our city's valued natural assets. We increased the city's recreational opportunities with the addition of pickleball. We saw the start of a new construction project in our Southeast Business District for what will be the stunning global headquarters for the Miami Realtors Association. FDOT made several presentations on 3 projects that they're proposing, and we will continue discussions with them to ensure the projects are successful for both FDOT and for our city. This was an election year for our city, and we bid farewell to Councilman Bob Best, who was termed out, and welcomed Councilman George Santine and Councilman Victor Vasquez. We also voted on a charter amendment to clarify and facilitate the process to ensure full and uninterrupted council representation should a council member not be able to fulfill their term. This year, we also wished City Manager William Alonzo well in his retirement and welcomed our new City Manager, J.C. Jimenez. We also welcomed Chris Chioca as our Finance Director. We hired the firm of Calvin Giordano and Associates as our city planners and are working closely with them on a plan to improve the economic vitality of Northwest 36th Street Business District and the Abraham Track Business District, and so much more. I wanted to list some numbers because for all of us, numbers are easier to understand. So as far as fiscal management, we had, as I mentioned, 0 increase in our city's millage rate for fiscal year 2023-24. Our fiscal year operating budget for 2022-23 was $28.1 million. After that, we had an estimated fiscal year-end surplus of $675,000. We adopted a fiscal 2023-24 operating budget of $31.9 million. We have $7.2 million estimated reserves for fiscal year 23-24. This is above both the GFOA recommendation and the city requirements for reserves. We requested $6.2 million in state appropriations for 2024 projects for our city. We invested $3.9 million in the resodding of the golf course. This is a 30-year maintenance investment to ensure the continued high quality rating of our golf course, as I mentioned. And we have 464 active businesses operating in the city. Our continued commitment to support and improve public safety and the city services is unwavering. Here are some numbers of what took place by department in our city during calendar year 2023. The City Council and City Clerk, we had 20 City Council regular meetings, 13 City Council special workshops, 85 ordinances and resolutions were adopted, and there were 47 advisory board meetings, and the City Clerk provided 644 notary services to our residents. Public safety and the police department. We all know how critical public safety is to our community. Without the protection of our police department, nothing else can really take place, and we're very grateful to them. We had 1 additional police officer position approved in the budget, 3 new police vehicles approved in the budget, 4 community shred events to reduce identity theft, 24 community police office public safety programs and meetings, 35 stolen vehicles were recovered, 546 arrests were made, 1,995 speeding citations were issued, and 2,163 red light camera citations were issued. Our Public Works Department collected 4,216 tons of garbage and 8,377 tons of trash. Over 500 households were serviced on a biweekly basis for recycling. 3,370, I might have an extra there. 373 mature trees were trimmed and 89 new trees were planted. As far as infrastructure and capital improvement, here's some highlights. 4 roadway and infrastructure projects were completed or are underway. We just completed the South Royal Poinciana project, and we'll be starting the East Drive Oakwood project shortly, as I mentioned. We repaired or installed 115,000 square feet of sidewalk. We paved 20,000 square yards of roadway, and we did the resodding of our golf course. The building department issued over 1,300 permits, and over 5,000 building inspections were conducted, and over 1,400 code violations were issued. Our Parks and Recreation Department run over 14 different recreational programs, and this year we were excited to add pickleball to our opportunities. The Parks and Recreation Department had 24 community special events and holiday events. 167 children were enrolled in summer camp. 45 children were enrolled in the school holiday camps. And over almost 900 swim class attendees were at our aquatic center, and those were both youth and adult residents attending swim class. Our adult community center. Over 1,400 seniors are registered at the Adult Community Center. Over 1,600 classes and programs were offered at the Adult Community Center throughout the year. Over 47,000 meals were served at the Adult Community Center in 2023. and 71,000 meals were delivered to homebound residents. Communications are, we held a total of 8 community surveys throughout the year to get resident input. 52 city newsletters were published. 742 social media posts were posted. We have over 3,000 Facebook followers, over 2,000 Twitter followers, and over 8,000 Instagram followers. Quite an accomplishment for a city of 14,000 residents. We have 4,000 residents registered for our city's emergency alert system. And there's still so much more. Too much to list. I encourage everyone to be engaged in your city and to rely on our official city sources of communication to keep up to date with what's happening in Miami Springs. We have so many ways for us to stay connected. You can subscribe to have our official weekly city newsletters sent directly to your email. If you use social media, be sure to follow our city's Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Our official city website, www.miamisprings-fl.gov, is easy to use and full of valuable information on everything you need to know about the city. We are so proud of all we have accomplished together in 2023, thanks to the collective talent of our community. As we start 2024, we are excited about new plans and opportunities, which we will be sharing throughout the year. There's no other city in South Florida with a richer history, more ideal location, or a better quality of life than ours. Indeed, we are the benefactors of what has been an extraordinary process for almost 100 years, as Miami Springs has continually improved as a city while steadfastly maintaining its unique identity and charm in the very heart of Miami-Dade County. And our city's future is brighter than ever. Our city council is committed to listen, serve, protect our community and our quality of life, explore opportunities, and lead with vision. And it's an honor to serve with all of you here. Our city staff, regardless of the job title, are all true professionals in every sense of the word. Their hard work and expertise keep our city safe and humming, and they are always ready to go the extra mile. Our residents, businesses, and civic organizations have never been more engaged and provide valued input that helps us continually improve our services and our community. Clearly, there's no better place than right here to live, work, or visit. And yet, as we approach our second centennial, I truly believe the very best years are still ahead for Miami Springs. As for me, I will continue to serve you in our beloved city, grateful for the trust and responsibility you have given me. As always, I'm available to chat. Just reach out by phone, email, or if you see me around town. I wish you and your crew many wonderful adventures in 2024. May God continue to bless and watch over our amazing city of Miami Springs.
Thank you, man.